Hey, what are you doing over here?
Just admiring the view. They really do have beautiful scenery.
They do. I didn't know you liked viewing sunrises.
Yeah, well, it was one of the last things I saw in my old world.
I get that, but also, I wanted to ask if you wanted to help scout some caves with me today. It's for our mining projects, and they want to know if the entrances they've used before still work. I know you don't have a job right now, so maybe you could help out this time?
It's not my fault I don't have a permanent job. They've been switching me in and out of things for months ever since we got here.
I know, they can't find a job that suits you, but sooner or later you have to pick one. It's a requirement if you want to stay here.
I know, but each one also requires me to change my clothes.
Wouldn't it be better to let go of the past, move on from everything and forget? I mean, look at me. I'm still the same, but just with a job and new clothes. I think at the very least you could change too. There hasn't been a moment where I've seen you without your mask.
I already cleaned the blood off my clothes. I don't need to change. Look, I just want to keep holding on to it. You can move on, but you can't force me to.
Okay, fine. However, I'd still like it if you came with me today.
Alright, I'll come. Just let me feed carbonation first.
Carbonation? Oh, the crab. Why'd you even name him that? Is it supposed to be comical?
It's no, it's not supposed to be a funny name. It's just something that came to mind when we first came here, and I thought it suited him.
Okay, well, I feel like you're giving a little too much attention to him. I'm sure he'll be fine for one day.
I don't know about that. He's very clingy. I mean, haven't you had pets before?
What?
I'm just asking because I didn't have any in my worlds, and I feel like you would know how it feels to have a pet. I know they can mean a lot, so you'd understand why I'm so tending to him.
I'd rather not look back at my world.
If you say so.
Just feed your crab and I'll be by your house when you're ready. Oh, hey, there you are. You ready to go now?
Yeah, I'm ready. What caves do we have to map?
Just the one directly under us.
Really? I thought you already had that one mapped.
Well, yes, I do have most of it mapped, but we only need to remap the entrances since there might have been a small collapse.
Alright then. Might as well get going.
Oh, hey, you two. It's been a bit since I've talked to you both. Where are you headed? Oh, we're just going to the caves briefly just to remap and see if there's any new entrances. He decided he wanted to come with me. That's nice. Maybe you'll learn some new skills and finally find that permanent job.
Right.
Oh, and also, I got my sidelines chiseled. What do you think? It looks good, right?
Not really.
Okay, well, I wasn't asking you. I think it looks great. See, I knew it was a good idea.
Uh-huh. Okay, can we just get going?
Alright. Well, today I'm going on a little adventure myself. I'm going to visit our neighboring village to share some supplies. We do have a lot. That's nice, but didn't you say they were far away? Yeah, a little bit, but that's alright. I can make it there in one piece, and I'm sure everyone will hold up fine while I'm gone. Sounds good then. Say, I believe there was a new flower batch right over.
What is...
Wait, I remember that guy. He was at the bar when we first came here a few months ago.
How long has he been there?
Yeah, that's really strange. He must have fell off the cliff and we never saw it. Yeah, that's it. Real unfortunate, but we'll hold a ceremony.
Damn, that's... Well, the cave is over there. Let's just get it done and we'll deal with this later.
Yeah, work first. It was right over here. This is so boring. Hey! Ah! There he is. How's it going? Okay, I guess. There hasn't really been anything for me to do since the last world ended. Yeah, that did not last very long, and we still have the clone on standby. But that's why I came here. I decided to release the lower clone's duties of checking this world, so you can have your old job back. Oh, thank you. Of course, you can have it back since there probably won't be another world for a long time, or even ever. I see then. But I also have some other things to talk to you about, and also something to ask of you. Oh, alright. What is it? So, as you know, a few months ago, I gave you this position as a world viewer because my last one ran away with my prisoner. But before they did, they all started spewing some corny speech about destroying this world. After that happened, we focused on the new world until it got removed, and everything has been quiet since. But recently, the clone that's been filling me in on the villagers above the inner said disturbances have been happening, and that I should go check them out. But then randomly everything popped back up and said everything was fine, so that's been kind of an issue. But I know it's those two. I see. Well, if they've been messing with the world, why don't you do something? See, originally I would, but that other guy has this weird telekinesis thing, and I don't want to mess with him until I have something to mess with him back. Come with me real quick. I know their plan is to ruin everything and eventually come back, but I have a plan too, to turn theirs against them. And what's that? Can't say, it's a secret. Why lead me on if you're just gonna do that? I can't tell you because it's not fully developed. I need to go to the surface to collect something that'll help take back control. Oh, okay. What I mean is, I need you to come with me. Well, not need you, but more like I would like you to come. And why is that? Just thought it would be nice to show you the world above and tell you some important things. I'll explain more of this to you later once we have everything we need. Well, it's not like I have anything better to do. Let's go. Perfect. There's someone we should meet before we go above. It should be right on your... Actually, wait. I had a question about that room. The Hall of Threads? Yeah, it's been really weird. Just kind of glitched out. The whole room is separated from the inner since I don't want it to connect. Strange things could happen. It's like a glitch invading the world. But I got it under control, so there's no need to worry. Oh, alright. Well, if that's what you say. So, who are we meeting again? Right. We're going to meet an older clown. He's very cocky and whatnot, so try not to mind that. But I do need him to upload some blueprints before we can go to the surface. Older clone? How old would you say? That doesn't matter. He's not even technically my... Let's just go to him. He's on the 4th floor. 4th floor? I thought there was only 3. There is, but he insisted he get his own floor. And you just listen to him? Look, it's a whole thing that I don't have time to explain. I'm sure you'll learn more about it when we go see him. Okay, sheesh. Let's just go see him already. Alright, come on. We have to take the elevator downstairs. There's an elevator downstairs?
Okay, that was the last one, right?
I guess. We didn't really check around for new entrances.
Good enough. I'm just glad we didn't have to go down there with all the spider eggs. Ugh.
Yeah, it's a whole spider cave down there. It's creepy. I'm surprised no one's even spotted any down there. It's just webs and eggs.
I'd rather not think about it now. Those things creep me out.
You and literally everyone else.
What's that over there?
Huh? Oh, yeah, that's just some cave with vines. It doesn't matter.
You ever been over there?
Not really. I remember first seeing it when we first came to the village, but you know how the head leader is. He doesn't want us near it since it came out of nowhere and could be related to the storms from months ago.
Well, I guess we'll never know if we don't check it out.
What? You want to check it out? Are you crazy? I just said we aren't supposed to go near it.
I know what you said, but that's boring. And besides, isn't it your job as a choreographer?
Cartographer.
Catastropher to map out new areas?
Yeah, but only in areas I'm permitted to go.
Since when were you a stickler for rules?
Since when wasn't I? Ugh, look, I just feel like you're using my job as an excuse to explore some random cave that doesn't even matter.
I know, but you need to let go sometimes, yeah? You've been way too stuck and focused on your job ever since we left the inner and escaped to here. It won't hurt to bend a few rules here and there.
Fine, but only because you convinced me, and no one else hears about this.
Sure. It's just a cave. What's the worst that can happen? See, this isn't so bad, is it? It's just a cave.
You know, this place doesn't seem very cave-like. It's almost as if someone is...
What the hell?
Huh?
Those were my friends. They were in my old world, but that's not me. They look...
Okay, maybe the leader was right. We shouldn't have come here.
No, we can't leave now. There has to be someone...
guys?
Oh, we're from the village over there, and we're sorry. We didn't know anyone else was here. We just thought this was a cave.
What's all of this?
Oh, right. I know you now.
Yeah, sorry. It's just that no one ever comes over here.
What?
This wall photo came with me when I transferred over to this world. I haven't been able to take it down, but I've blacked out some parts of it.
What are you talking about? Who are you? These were people from my old world.
You transferred worlds? And you know us.
Right. This is gonna be a long story, but I was transferred here, pulled from my world. I'll explain everything down in my living area.
Hey, what makes you think we're just gonna follow you into your basement? How do you even know us?
Oh yeah, he did say I need to convince you guys. I think it was something like 3 signs, 3 lives? Ah, great. Look, I know this is confusing, especially since you just met me, but I'm on your side here. You see, I had a world too, just like you guys, but I didn't get pulled into a cell like you did. My world got randomly shut down, and someone, who I'll tell you about later, pulled me out and trained me for a while before using one last portal to send me here.
Well, I don't know.
Let's hear what he has to say. I don't think he's lying.
What? Are you sure about that?
Trust me, he knows something.
In fact, I do, just down here.
Wait, hey, what's that? Like, behind you?
Huh? Oh, these are my elytra wings.
Elytra? That's something you wear.
What's an elytra?
It is, but when I first got transferred from my world, I was wearing one, and it kinda glitched out and merged with my body. So it's just a part of me now, though it still works like one.
Interesting. I think you're right. We should learn more.
Alright, down here, guys. You see, when I first got pulled from my world, I was more or less taken into a liminal space, where I wasn't in my world and not in this one. Not even a world at all. And there, I trained and trained until I was ready to come to this one. When I finally got here, I built this entire place.
Wow, nice. I couldn't even build a place like this in my world.
You trained. I still don't understand. How'd you do all of this by yourself? I mean, being taken from your own world and building everything?
Well, building everything was just skill. However, I didn't take myself from my world. Before I was even created, there was a command made, a command designed to control Radzes in their world from this one. It was created for you, apparently, since your decisions weren't good, but I can't really say if that's true. It's just what I was told.
My decisions? What does that mean?
Right. Well, when the command was first activated, it kinda went wrong and grew into something with sentience. It started activating randomly in your world, which meant it could take over your body and make its own decisions. Eventually, after you died in your world, it managed to latch onto you and travel into the inner system, hacking into my world so it became a part of my mind as well. It couldn't control me as easily since it wasn't originally meant for me, but when it was first activated, the world shut down at the same time, opening a bridge to when my world came online, and that's how it took me.
It took you. The command took you.
Yes, but at that point, it wasn't really a command anymore. It was a being of its own. It grew intelligent, became something else. I'm not sure what it is, whether it's part clone, an AI, or just a mass of commands. But it was smart enough to grab me and drag me into the liminal.
Huh. That's interesting.
So, did it just tell you everything and send you here, or?
I'll explain all of that in a minute. We can talk in my chairs over there.
Oh, what's this? Is this you?
Oh, yeah, that's me, and my skeleton horse Hexa. She's actually the last thing I have left from my world. Not that I had much from it to begin with.
You have a pet horse, like here, right now?
Yep, she's in my personal section of the cave, the brown door you saw at the entrance.
How did that happen? I mean, how did you bring something from your world too?
I tamed her a little while before my world got shut down. When it did, he somehow managed to grab both Hexa and me before everything collapsed.
The command thing.
Right, the command thing. I'll explain. What? Hey, what are you doing? You're supposed to be in the kitchen. Yeah, I didn't know they'd show up now. I thought it would be cool, like, I'd be walking by and I'd say, oh yeah, that's my copper golem, and now you just ruined it. Okay, I'm sorry, just go get some drinks or something, and grab the other one.
What was that?
That was a copper golem. I managed to create 2 different golems with advanced AI when I got here. They were already part of the world, just extremely hidden. Like, if you didn't know they existed, you'd never find them. They're also the reason this place isn't made out of diamonds. Their ingredients are insanely expensive.
Oh, well, they're pretty cute.
There's 2 of them.
Yeah, a copper golem and a tough golem. Which reminds me, I got a kitchen and an armory here too. It's a great living setup.
Did we ask about that?
Hey, so are you like always a dickhead or?
Eh,
Look, I just want to get everything we need to know out of the way. This all seems serious.
I know it is, but acting like that isn't helping anyone. I just thought you wanted to see how dedicated I am to this.
Fine, we'll do it your way.
This isn't my way. It's the conventional way. Here's my map that I made of this part of the world. This little green thing is where we are, and this is your village.
ooh, nice map.
Thank you, but I just thought this would be a good place to tell you everything.
Enlighten us then.
The command thing I've been telling you about, or whatever he is, was the reason I even came to this world. When I first got pulled from my world, I was scared and confused, and when I thought everything had ended for no reason, he showed up. He told me I was important and that I could help him. I didn't have much of anything left, so I accepted. He trained me with survival and combat skills. He also taught me everything he knew about the inner and this world. Since he was also a command that was a part of you at some point, he remembered everything from when he was first installed. It's how I know about you and how I know so much about this place. When my world shut down, he was able to grab me, but also split a part of him into this world. With that, he managed to morph himself briefly with the world and hack into some systems to view some information. It's how I learned about the golems and their existence.
Oh, thank you.
Anyways, like I was saying, he taught me everything I needed to know. This world, fighting, and my main goal. That being to find a portal and somehow link it back to him so he can pass through into this world fully. Once he does, he'll have enough control to fully take over.
Wait, didn't he send you through a portal to get here?
Yeah, he did, but he took the portal that connected from here to my old worlds and reused it to light it up and send me through it. Portals are the only things that are capable of sending entities like people and clones, in which they are highly detected when someone goes through. In order for me to get to this world, he had to do something that involved grabbing partial things that were from my world and sending them in through storms.
Wait, he's the reason the weird corrupted storms happened?
I guess so, but sending them in through storms doesn't show it as an intrusion at first glance. So if they ever did do a double check, it wouldn't show as a person traveling into here, but rather things from another world. It's easy to get the two confused together. I was sent in a few days after the last one, so I practically blended in. However, they still have tracking systems everywhere. It's why I chose to be in this cave.
What does that mean?
In the sky. They view everyone on the surface from the sky, so when I'm in this cave, they aren't able to view me in here and see me as an intruder to this world. Why do you think I live in a cave 24/7?
I suppose that makes sense.
But what about everything you have here? I noticed some of these are from forests near us. And that map, you would have to go out and label it.
About that, most of this place is made out of things you get underground, but when I need wood, I send the golems to collect it, as well as making the map. However, if it's storming hard, the system doesn't detect me as long as I'm back in the cave by the time the storm ends. But I never go out anyways.
Wow, thanks for telling us everything.
So you're on our side. You want us to find or make a portal in order to bring that command here?
Pretty much, but it's not as simple as finding obsidian and lighting it. There's a lot more commands behind it. It's so complex, not even he can hack into things to find out.
You keep calling him he, but that can get confusing sometimes. Did he have a name, or...
Oh, in fact he actually did. He decided to call himself Virtus, or Virtus. I don't know, it's some word in Latin. But he's going to fix everything. Once I get the portal, he'll be able to get rid of inner rats and take full control of this world, and we'll be able to help you guys too. I know you all have your goals. Well, we wanted to find a reverse cloning thing so we all become one, or maybe just seeing our friends is enough. Yeah, to be honest, the second option sounds more likely.
What's your goal?
What?
We have our goals, so what's yours from all this?
I guess just to live. Life for us seems like an imitation since we're clones, but that's not true. We're just as alive as any real person is, and I suppose just living my life while I have the chance is enough. If we actually manage to succeed, then we won't ever die. We're clones, and with that power, we'll be able to do anything no one else can.
What about seeing your friends again? I saw them on the wall. I know they must have meant something to you.
I don't like to talk about them. All they did was give me a few things and let me be a part of their crew. I don't think they ever saw me as their friend. And when they died, I know it wasn't just death. I knew it deep down because I was made knowing everything was fake, but also because everything felt real. It was so weird. It's like I knew it was a game, but it was still real life to me. They died in the world simulation, but I also know they got pulled from the community that makes our worlds. But one person from my world caused that. And once this world is taken over, I'll find a way to his inner person and make sure he stays out of the way for good. But that's it, really. No other goals.
Well, this has been an interesting session.
Thanks for everything, and I'm sure now that we know, we'll be able to help. Of course. I'm on your site too, so feel free to visit for anything, or if you have any information on the portal. For sure. Wait, there's one last thing I meant to give you.
What? What did you just do?
Don't worry about it.
Take care then. I really hope we can trust you.
Definitely. See you later. Oh, and also, try to fix the entrance to your cave. I mean, the vines are cool and all, but it should be more discreet. I'll try to remember that. Alright, bye. I'm glad we're friends now. Friends. Yeah, right. I never said that. Like anyone can truly trust someone in an existence like this. But I suppose anything that'll help me get closer to my goal will help. No, I don't want to. Get back to work! Here we are, right through here.
Is this it?
Obviously.
I was just saying, 'cause it doesn't look very elevator-y.
Yeah, well, we have way better elevators around this place. This is just one of the lower ones, I guess you could say. It doesn't even matter, just get in. Alright, let's hope we didn't break this. Alright, like I said before, this guy's weird, so just ignore him.
Will do.
Oh, hey there, if it isn't the great Inner Radiant Plays and that other clone. Yeah, whatever. Look, I'm sure you've heard. Heard? Oh no, I saw. Is that why you've been avoiding me? Can't face me after letting him escape? I don't really care about letting him escape right now. What I need from you is the old schematics from. No. Do you really think I'm just gonna help you out after all that? That was months ago, and now he's plotting something against this world, and I need the schematics to at least find some leverage. You want me to help you fight against the only person who cares about me? He doesn't care about you. He wants to destroy this world, and that includes you. And you just want me to believe that? Didn't I give you camera access to this entire place? Shouldn't you have seen him saying that? Even if he did say that, there's no cameras on the first floor. I'm only able to surveil the ones that are actually active. I only saw him leave through the ward. Look, none of this matters. All I need from you is the schematics. I don't have to give you them. Our deal was that I could stay here and do whatever I want, and in exchange, I view the cameras for you. That's not what it was, and that doesn't even make sense. I told you that you could stay here and have some free roam, and in exchange, you help me with the scientific engineering when needed. So, just because you technically weren't made by me and I can't kill you, doesn't mean I'm not able to make things extremely inconvenient for you. Always resorting to your threats when you can't get what you want. I could do it myself if I wanted, but that would mean hooking you up to the memory scanner and looking one by one until I find the schematics. So let's save time for both of us just by getting them now. Stop doing that! What? I didn't give you a dynamic eye for you to roll it at me. Whatever. I'll help with the schematics, but don't think this means I want to help you. You're not my original creator. Technically not, but I created Barry, and he created you. I'm allowed to kill him since he's my clone.
Hey, so I've kind of just been here the whole time. Is there something I'm missing?
When I first invented cloning, the wildcards community made me make a rule if I wanted to share with them. That being, we're only able to hurt or kill our own clones, and not other people's clones. The problem with that is that he's not technically made by me.
Ah, I see. I see. What? Why? How'd you do that?
Ugh, I told you to quit with the voice filter implant. Well, you can't forcefully take it out, and it's fun to use. It's not fun when you mimic me over the speakers and tell people to slack off. Do you know how many people I've killed because of that? Okay, fine. I might stop sometime. Whatever. Just send the schematics to the CMD tower. They'll be able to create it easily. Fine. Again, I'm only doing this because you're forcing me. Yeah, I think I got that. We'll be leaving. But one last thing. Make sure to hook up every speaker in the enter to the portal room. I'll be making a special announcement in there soon. All right, but one thing before you go. How is that wildcards community going? I heard the owner hasn't been active since the last world ended. It sucked for the whole thing to end, right? Because I think we both know what happens if it does. Yes, well, I'm already preparing for if that does happen. But until then, I expect you to do your job.
That was interesting. What's next?
This is when we go to the surface. That's where the tower is.
Oh, really? I've never been before. How do we get there?
Well, I can't show you. Even if I trust you not to tell anyone, I don't think it's wise you know.
Oh, but then how will I get up there?
Alright, well, I should change first before going to the surface.
That guy was weird.
Him? I mean, that's reasonable, but he seems to be after the same goal as us.
Do you really think we can just trust him like that, though?
Hey man, you're the one who wanted to go in his basement.
Well, he had old photos of my friends on his wall. It doesn't make sense to fake something like that. I do think he's with us. I just don't trust that whole command thing yet.
Fair enough. Say, how about we go to a nice little mountain and talk again? Been a while since we've done that.
Yeah, maybe it's good we talk again. I actually know a spot.
Oh, hey there. You're the guys who said came from other worlds.
I guess so?
Great. It's completely unrelated to my next question, but do you think you guys could help with this new food I've been working on? It's using this new flour. We would love to, but actually we're trying to head somewhere. Come on, it only takes a minute.
I'll try it. That's, not my taste.
Thanks for the honest answer. Here, wash it down with this. Wait, shouldn't you save an apple like that for more important things? What? It's just an apple. Yes, but you might need it for like when you're dying or something.
He's right. Do you have anything else?
Look, I don't know why it matters. Just eat it.
It's kind of a waste.
I don't care. It's my apple and I'm telling you to eat it.
Maybe we should just...
Eat the goddamn apple!
Okay. There, is that better?
I don't know. You tell me. Say, what's with your ribbon thing? My ribbon thing? Oh, that's just there to match my outfit. What? No, I mean, why is it at the back? Shouldn't it be on top like a present? I'm not a present, and it obviously looks better like this. One last thing before you guys go. Do you think you can give this to the farmers in the double house? The new one that got made? I'm sure we can do that on the way back.
It is kind of crazy how the village has expanded since we've been here.
I know, right? I only spawned here a bit after you guys joined, but I still feel like I've been here longer. It's a really nice community we've all made.
It's been really nice talking, but we do have somewhere to go.
Okay, apologies for keeping you here. It's just fun to talk to people. And also nice for people to try my new foods for the village.
Of course.
Well, I'm the village photographer, and he's still figuring it out. But it's not a huge village, so I'm sure it's not that hard to find people to test foods. Completely understandable. I'm the village head chef, but obviously you must know that. I'm sure we'll talk again. Thanks for, talking and tasting my food. Yep, we'll see you around.
What was the point of that interaction?
I don't know, but it's good to talk to the people around the village. They're really nice folk.
Too nice if you ask me.
Sure. How about you show me that mountain you were talking about? Hey, buddy, we're here.
What? Oh, right. Is this the tower?
Yep, right on the surface. Welcome to the CMD Tower.
Why'd you put it on the surface? This is where all the villages are. Wouldn't it be safer in the inner?
Yeah, but the tower looks way cooler here, and it needs to be on the surface.
Did you change? Why would you do that?
I'm just dressing for the occasion. Things are heating up quickly, so I thought this outfit would fit. Now, come on, right through this gate.
Cannons?
Well, like you said, this is the surface, and we can't take any risks.
What's in that tower?
Stop, or I'll. Oh, my bad. I just haven't shot someone in a while, and. I don't care. Just move so we can get up. I already contacted them that I would be coming today. Of course.
Why doesn't this one have an elevator?
I sorta cheaped out at this part, and also because this is way more fun. Woo! Here we are. Let's talk to one of them. But just a heads up, they aren't fully cloned, so they're kinda weird.
Alright, I guess I'm learning a lot today.
Hello there. It's been a while since I've been here, but as I said in my message, the world's kinda at a dangerous point, so I need to put in a new input. And those schematics that you were sent by Axis. Understood. We've already put in the schematics. You just have to go in and put the command.
Command?
Indeed. Every Enter person has at least one. They can choose to use it or not. I chose to use mine for various things. This entire tower has machines to work off all the extra energy it's producing. Yes, but also, with these new commands, we'll have to activate the beacon. Oh, that'll look cool. Power the redstone down so I can input the command. Enter code 247.
Does that, like, shut it down completely?
No, it just makes it so he's able to put in the command.
So, what if you turned it on whilst he's up there?
Nothing. He just wouldn't be able to put in a command. However, if it was anyone else, they'd get shocked to death.
Oh, wow.
It's entered. And now it's running. The last thing to do is put the beacon at the top of the tower, and it'll start functioning. Good thing I have it. You stay here.
I'm surprised you guys haven't tried stealing or messing with the command block.
We have, but no one else is able to use it except him, and also we died when we tried.
How's it like working up here? It must be a great view.
I hate this job.
Oh. Where is he? Did it work?
Boo!
Ah, what the? How did you?
Oh, this feels great! I'm now able to teleport anywhere in the world with just my mind. Only thing is, I have to know the coordinates of where I want to teleport.
What are those on your wrists?
Oh, these are some power bands. They have a few different modes. I never thought I'd be able to use them. I have to give it a test go. Wait, be warned. They use the beacon's energy to power, so if you use too much, it might burn out and take a while to recharge. I know. Oh, did you see that? Barry has no idea what he's messing with now.
Who?
Never mind. We should go talk somewhere. You think we can go to the utility room downstairs? I guess you could. Just be careful. Sure thing.
How are we supposed to get down, though?
Ah, plot hole.
What? Oh, wow, you weren't kidding. This is a nice spot.
Definitely is. I'm glad we're talking like this again.
Isn't this life great? Much better than when we were in the obsidian room.
It is, but I feel like you've been a bit too into it.
Into it. You mean into a place where we aren't harmed or in danger?
That's not what I meant. I think you're just forgetting why we came here in the first place.
I get we wanted to find a place to settle down and hide from the inner, but look at this place. Why would we ever want to go back? To find a reverse cloning thing that we don't even know exists?
You're forgetting that this world is dangerous. It always will be until something changes. We can't stay here forever and get our sides chiseled? How does that even work? We bleed and break bones, so how can we chisel our skin? Everything here is just a danger to us. We can't just sit back and relax.
And what do you want us to do about that? Do you want us to go back to the inner to find something that doesn't exist? This isn't some ARG. We can't just follow some clues and find out something and make it exist. What do you think is going to happen when we go down there? We were lucky we even found this village when we didn't even know what was up here. I took a risk and trusted you. Trusted that you knew what you were doing.
But I didn't know. I just wanted a reason to escape. And I know you did too. I just want to see my friends again. I don't know who you knew exactly, but I could tell you wanted to as well.
I did, but that was before. I didn't know as many people, so it was easier for me to move on. We can have a life here now, one where we're in a good community. And if we do die one day due to something bigger, then so be it. I don't want to spend the rest of my life worrying about the day I die.
That's fair. I wanted that too. But when it comes to this, we have to be honest with ourselves and realize there's more at stake.
Like what?
Inner Rads comes by this place every month or so, right? In that time, we've had to hide, and he couldn't care enough to count or check all the village members. We still have to hide from him every time. That means you'll never be able to not live in fear of dying.
This is all too complicated. Let's say we do find this thing, or even if that other guy we spoke to lets us see our friends again. What are the chances that they're out there?
What do you mean?
I mean, we're cloned for each world. Do you think our friends' inner selves do that too? And if they do, how likely is it that our friends' clones are alive?
I never thought of that. My friends just seemed more likely to be alive than I would seem to be alive to them.
What makes you think that? You said you lived the longest of anyone else in your world.
It's not that. After I saved one of my friends from being killed, we ran away to a forest with this large tree and a beautiful view. We thought we'd be safe there. Obviously we weren't, but while we were there, he told me he came from somewhere else. A separate world? Maybe. But he was brought to my world by something, and he remembered the things he did before it all happened. I don't remember most of it, and never thought about it much, but it comes back to me now, as if he was in the same boat as us. Just that he could actually remember. So, after he died, it took me a while to accept it because of that. I don't know if he was brought somewhere else, but it's one of my sole reasons I keep hope for getting out of here.
That's a lot. I can see why you say all of that now. It's just that we have different views on our old worlds, and I think that's something that will always prevent us from seeing it the same way.
Yeah, definitely. My world was so strange. I had amnesia when I first crashed my plane. Some memories came back, but most were blacked out. And it's weird. It feels almost like I had an actual life. I grew up, had family, friends, an education, then became an adult and started making... The point is, most of my life felt like it happened, and then got blocked out of my memory, even if that's what happened or not.
Do you actually think the reverse cloning thing exists? Or did you just create it as hope to escape?
Both. But if it doesn't exist, then at least we have someone who says they'll help make change. Oh great, the rain. I hate the rain.
Oh, so just like every side character's trait?
I guess, but also, it was raining when my first ever friend died. It brings back bad memories of my old world.
You went through a lot, right?
Of course I have. I thought you knew that though. You said you were able to watch my world on a TV.
About that, I was able to, but only for some parts. It flickered on and off, so I don't know everything about your world.
That's weird, but it's not like there was anything special, just everyone killing each other.
Look, there's been something I've wanted to get off my chest for a while, but I didn't know how you'd react.
What is it?
So, this isn't easy for me to say, but back in my world, I don't remember much. I do remember there being an award system. Whoever posted the most or whatnot got to choose the next world and got to be the main character. I won, but I didn't choose your world. I only remember this because I was told.
That's not much. Besides, it wasn't you, so I'm not upset.
That's not the full thing. Because I won the award, it gave you the main character role. So in your entire world, you were always going to find a reason to live, since you were protected by this shield. I realized this when I first saw snippets of your world.
You're saying because you won an award, I was always meant to live until the very end?
Yes.
Dude, what the hell? Why didn't you tell me that?
Okay, look, like you said, it wasn't my fault.
I lived in fear of dying just to find out I was never going to until the whole world ended? I know you might not have had control over it, but how else am I supposed to take that you're the reason I stayed up countless nights, fighting and surviving for my life while everyone else died?
I'm sorry, okay? Maybe I should have told you sooner, but I don't think that's the reason they all died.
No, you didn't even see my whole world. You don't get to say that. They all died so I could survive. But with this, you're saying that everything they did meant nothing.
That was outside of your world's story. They technically did die for a reason, so your world's story could continue.
Story? Is that all my world is known as? A story?
Unfortunately, yes. Everyone else besides you knows it.
So you don't know how it feels to rot in your own skin.
Look, don't start this now.
Now? You already started it.
I didn't bring it up so we could compare who went through more pain. This was never a challenge.
And I never said it was. I just mean I went through more stuff than you can even imagine, just for you to have seen it as a story.
I'm just saying what's true. I do think what you went through is real. I just mean no one else will ever understand since it was just a story. But at the end of the day, everything was planned. You never got lucky. You survived. It was always meant to happen.
That's not true.
It is. You fought and fought just so it could all continue for the story. Facts are facts, and the truth is, you couldn't do a single thing about your friends dying, whether you fought it or not. Ah! Oh God, what the hell's wrong with you? Ah.
Not the most ideal place for a conversation, but it'll do.
What even is this for? Most of the stuff just looks like a bunch of redstone stuff placed around.
It's for running and using all the extra energy that the command block puts out. Don't get too close to something.
Okay, well, I did want to thank you for bringing me along today. I've never been to the surface, and this whole tower thing is pretty cool.
Of course, it's not a problem at all.
Yes, but I'm also wondering why. I know you said I'm your favorite clone and that you'd like me to come, but it intrigues me why you trust me with all this. I mean, all the information and everything, it's not just something you'd show any clone, not even someone like me.
So you've noticed, and while it is because I do trust you not to tell anyone else, it's also because of this other thing.
Which is...
Have I ever told you where clones come from, such as yourself and everyone else in this world?
Not exactly. I always thought it was when a father clone and a mother clone really like each other, they...
What? No, what are you talking about? It's just me. There's no one else helping with this. It's only me.
So when you really like yourself, you...
Okay, quit it. Look, I don't know who told you that, but that's not it. Cloning was something I originally saw as a test. You could clone yourself entirely, like completely, or just a certain part of your brain. For example, that engineer Rads you know of. I cloned him from a part of my mind that knows how to engineer things. When that's all you know how to do, they're really good at it. I could do anything and everything any clone in this world can do, but having them do it themselves is easier. And as you know, I've shared this cloning with countless people, like friends, and definitely the wildcards community in which we reside.
That's interesting, but how does that even work? Is it like a machine or a mental thing or...
I wouldn't worry about it. However, a part of it does involve my mind, and when I clone a new one completely, it takes a lot out of me. So I also have this other thing that clones clones. And so I don't have to go through the pain of making a new one every time. The good thing about it, though, is that all clones can learn and grow. So if one was originally made to harvest flowers, they mainly would know that. But also, they'd be able to learn other stuff, like cooking or something.
That's very cool. We're almost like real people.
And that's sort of the problem. Because clones can learn and evolve beyond what they were made to be, they can learn everything. And if that happens, an uprising.
An uprising? Listen, I'm sure even if they did do that, you'd be able to handle them.
That's not what I'm worried about. They can't kill me, but they can ruin this world. The world I've spent years perfecting to the way it is now. And that might not even be the worst part.
Is there something we could do about it?
I could just make them emotionless clones. That'd stop them from having any other thought besides the ones they're supposed to have. But then they just end up like robots, kind of like the guys upstairs, except they're only half emotionless. And besides, I don't like that. I want all of them to feel real. So as of right now, I'm just hoping for the best that they don't figure out how to break out of their cage and do anything drastic. I'm already having enough trouble trying to find the world clones that escaped, and also with the whole Barry situation. I can't have any more problems in this world with everything going on in wildcards.
Wildcards? How's that going wrong?
The owner, and also my close friend, has been gone for a while. He announced he stopped making worlds, which means no more clones for the worlds.
I'm a bit confused.
It means the whole community hasn't been active. It's a dangerous point, since it could lead to the whole thing being shut down. You see, when I first became Radiant Plays, I only did it because I wanted to be in one of those worlds. And it works. I just had to make a few new things and content creation. But the point is, I only exist now because of that community. That means I was spawned inside of it. Think of it like a tether. I'm connected to it, so if it falls, I fall. I won't have anything else to do or exist because of it, and that means everyone in this world falls. However, I've been in this new server created by some of my friends. It's not as big or as advanced as the ones made by Wildcards, but it's something that'll keep us going if the community does fall. I also submitted an application for another server, just in case, but even then I doubt I'm getting in. These are all just extra precautions in case it does happen, but I'm highly doubtful of that. I mean, it's not the first time he's disappeared for a while, and who knows, maybe he'll be back.
Wow, well, I mean, it seems you got everything worked out, but how does this all relate to my question?
Oh, it doesn't. I just wanted to tell you all of that while also distracting you from your question.
Why? Just tell me. Why do you give me all this information? Do you really trust me not to tell anyone else?
Look, I didn't want it to come to this. I just thought it'd be better if you didn't know.
No, what? I just want an answer.
I do trust you with this, and I know you never try to tell anyone else this important information. However, in the circumstances that you ever tried to, you notice those headphones you're always wearing?
These? Oh, of course. I like them a lot.
Well, have you ever tried taking them off?
No.
It's because you can't. They're welded onto your head. It wasn't always like that. I only did it when you were unconscious, and only when I really started to trust you.
Why? I don't understand.
I'm sorry, alright? It's just, in this world, I've never been able to truly trust clones, especially since they can grow their own thoughts. I know you wouldn't, but again, I won't take any chances. I never wanted you to find out. If only you'd just stay thinking I truly trusted you. And I do. I just had to take these extra precautions. You're a great listener, and your feedback is very helpful when I tell or show you these kinds of things. As much as I use you as my confidant, you also have to understand why I did this. This world is already at enough risk.
I don't.
You'll understand one day. Come on, let's get out of here. I'm going to prepare in my room. You can head back down to your regular room downstairs. But before you go, I want you to run a few scans over the world and be prepared. Something big is going to happen, and I want to be ready by then. Hey,
What?
No.
Yes. Hello.
hey, listen, we need to talk, alright? This is
Okay.
important. Come on, we have to go to the room.
Okay. Is everything okay?
No, look, I am. I, look, you did something in the server. You know, I know you're kind of in this community now, but you broke this rule. You know, this is one rule that we have
strict thing over, and look, there's no easy way to say this, but I you broke the timeline, okay? You
Oh.
being the scientist, you messed with Darley's character, and the whole timeline is broken, and we're gonna have to improvise from that. And this is just one thing we cannot have here. So, I'm doing this. I was told to. Okay, we have to kick you out of the community dinner. All right, this place we have to kick you out. Okay, we're gonna keep your clone in the server, but you have to go. All right, I'm sorry. This is just how it is.
What if I say no?
That's the thing. You can't. Okay.
What? What?
I I know it's hard, but I'm sorry. Okay.
You can't do this. I'm gonna.
This isn't personal. Oh man.
Ah, man, I'm so excited to give these supplies to the village. They're gonna be so surprised when they see how much progress we've made. What in the world? What happened? Where is everyone? Why is everything on fire? Maybe I should head back to my village, just in case. That's so strange. Were they attacked? No, that can't be right. How would that even... Oh no. Oh no. I have to get back right now.